1870 New York. A disaster of horse manure, traffic, and 0 ways to move. Alfred Beach had seen enough.
Boss Tweed controlled the streets. If you wanted a subway, you had to pay him a bribe. Alfred Beach decided to pay him nothing.
No bribe, no subway. The law of 1870s New York.
New York doesn't need air. It needs taxes.
Boss Tweed, the original roadblock of the NYC subway.
Alfred Beach was a visionary. But visions are expensive when the boss is against you.
People above had no idea they were walking over a goldfish pond.
He was a publisher first. He knew how to frame a fiasco.
He died in jail. Alfred Beach died in the history books. A monumental switch.
He's gone. But the horses remained for another 30 years. See you next time the bribe fails.
Alfred Beach told the city he was building a tiny tube for mail. In reality, he was digging a tunnel for people.
Alfred Beach invented a hydraulic shield to dig without shaking the ground. Stealth engineering at its finest.
They worked in total silence. They smuggled the dirt out in bags marked laundry so Boss Tweed wouldn't notice.
They had to hide 1,000 bags of dirt every night. A monumental logistic puzzle.
The heartbeat of an illegal dream.
The sound of the hydraulic shield moving forward, 1 inch at a time.
If the boss finds us, we're done.
The most polite excavation in history. No noise, no vibration.
The sound of a secret moving forward.
Keep the secret, kid, and I'll give you a ride.
Engage the tornado.
I built you, kid. Remember that.
A millimeter! That's nothing!
That's a tornado, Steve!
No steam, no smoke, just air. Alfred Beach called his giant fan the Western Tornado. The car was a plush tube. It held 22 people. To move it, the fan simply blew them down the track.
To go back, the fan reversed and sucked the car back to the station. Pneumatic perfection.
The sound of a 50-ton tornado breathing under the city.
Poof! Here we are at the end of the 300-foot track.
The Western Tornado is a bit too windy, Alfred! It's a perfect loop. We'll never have to turn the train around.
The sound of 1870 speed.
No friction, just air and ambition. 50 tons of brass, turning at 200 RPM.
One turn. 1,000 dreams of air.
The city that was almost pneumatic. This wasn't a subway station. It was a Victorian living room. Fresh flowers, a piano, and a goldfish pond.
It's a palace, and no horses.
It's a palace and no horses. Alfred Beach knew how to sell a secret.
When Alfred Beach opened the doors, New York lost its mind. 400,000 people paid a quarter to see the future.
To the future, and to Boss Tweed knowing nothing.
I'm the first commuter.
Only 10 seconds to cross the block. It's a miracle.
Proof that New Yorkers have always hated their commute.
'70s viral success. $0 profit.
Bright as day. Under the street.
More people saw the secret subway than lived in Brooklyn at the time.
1 for Alfred. 0 for Boss Tweed.
It's a magic tube, Dad.
Metro in a tube!
The biggest story in NYC was 300 feet long.
It took you from the clothing store to the future.
Up and away. Or down and away.
It's like a tube, and it's full of velvet.
It proved that an inventor's mind is more powerful than a corrupt politician's gold.
Too small for real trains, just right for a secret tube.
Make it bigger.
Boss Tweed says no.
Practicality was not the priority.
My hair! My dignity! Give it back, Alfred!
Is that rain? No, it's 1871 New York.
The reality of underground life.
A monumental failure of exiting. You're part of the car now.
Let me out! I have a dinner to attend. We are just moving mail. Very large mail, Your Honor. Human-sized mail.
Boss Tweed always had a bigger stamp.
I need another 50,000 quarters.
It sucked the smog in from the street. The first subway was the first air filter.
Bless you, Alfred.
This way to the out of tune, futuro.
It's a miracle! The flowers are pre-blown. No, Margaret, it's a fan.
Focus on the failure.
Tastes like litigation and brass dust.
The accountant just looked at the velvet bill and fainted.
I was a permit. Now I'm a tragic poem about air. Gloop, send, help, and a brass polish.
Then came the panic of 1873. The money for the extension to Harlem vanished overnight.
Alfred Beach locked the doors. He turned off the gas lights, and the secret was buried under the sidewalk.
The window of opportunity was closing, and Boss Tweed was finally in jail. But it didn't matter.
My money! It's gone! Save the banks, forget the fans!
The secret was over. Alfred Beach died knowing he was right, but also knowing he was broke.
A monumental failure of a single fan. A tragic triumph for the horse carriages.
The countdown to the panic of 1873.
The stock market crash that killed the pneumatic dream.
That's the sound of the 1873 bank door closing.
A monumental failure of the treasurer. Wait, the inventor. A tragic triumph for the fan.
The final word on the 1873 budget.
The tornado of 1870 is finally silent.
40 years later, builders found it. A perfect time capsule. The piano was still there.
Who plays the piano in a sewer? Visionaries, Larry.
40 years of NYC dampness. The velvet was now just mold.
A new generation of workers found the tunnel. They thought they found a treasure room.
Who left this here? Boss Tweed?
No, a genius did.
They destroyed the 1870 tunnel to build the BMT line. A monumental irony.
Out with the old future. In with the new present. I rode that car when I was 6. It was airy.
We still use Alfred Beach's shield today to build every subway in the world. He lost the tunnel, but he won the war.
From a 300-foot secret to a 600-mile monster. The DNA of the subway started with a goldfish pond.
Why is it so loud?
Because Alfred Beach's fan is long gone, Steve.
Deep behind the concrete, the secret still has its bricks, waiting for the Western tornado.
Is it solid? It's Alfred Solid.
We see the rock before it sees us. Thanks, Alfred.
I see you, Boss Tweed's foundation.
They spent more on removing the piano than the tunnel cost to build. 40 years later, the tunnel is finally quiet. And very, very empty.
He left his mark, mostly on the history of the subway.
Boss Tweed was furious. He hadn't received a cent. He vowed to kill the project with bureaucracy.
A monumental failure of timing. A tragic success for the Gilded Age corruption.
The man who blew New York away, literally.
He bet his fortune on air. He lost it all to the mud of 1873.
Keep the change, Boss Tweed.
Must be the devil again.
No, it's just Alfred.
He saw a city of tunnels. History saw a city of horses.
A monumental failure of economics. A tragic success for the river. Wait, the street.
Subscribe! Don't let your history be blown away by a giant fan.
Subscribe, it's the only way to stay in the loop. He loves a good pneumatic pun. Give him a break.
Give us a like. It helps pay for the 50-ton brass fan repair.
Cha-ching! Secrets are expensive, but likes are free.
Alfred Beach used his own magazine to make the tunnel a global icon. Influence is a powerful fan.
Read all about it. The future is underground. Denied. Go back to the press, Alfred. I'm a genius. I'm Alfred Beach. You're a fiasco, Alfred.
The tunnel is silent. The air is settled.
Wait, that's not right. Just push it a little to the 1873 panic.
He didn't tour. He just went back to publishing. In silence.
Next, bring me an electric locomotive.
For 2 years, NYC was the city with a secret. A monumental failure of PR for Boss Tweed.
Is it breathing?
No, Steve. It's just Alfred's ghost.
The rats were happy. Finally, a piano for us with no tornado. Welcome to Rat Broadway. It's airy.
It was a beautiful dead end.
Check your air. Check your boss. Or just take the carriage.
He's gone. But the tunnel is still there. In the dark.
To Alfred Beach, the world's most successful underground fiasco.
Better.
It was the biggest story in the country until the Chicago fire.
Arrogance built it. Panic broke it.
The extension budget just bounced.
Bye. Bye. Squeeze.
Take that, Alfred! We have electric trains now. He's still watching. He still thinks the goldfish were a good idea. We did it. Now, does anyone have some quarters? Take that, Alfred Beach.
A story of triumph. And a lot of secret digging.
Legend says they're still trying to find the goldfish pond to this day.
And that's the end of the 1870 season.
Look at that. It's practically glowing with Alfred Beach's hubris. History is messy. Especially in NYC.
Send us your fiascos. We have fans to spare.
And don't forget to check your basement. Wicked secret tunnels out there. Bye-bye.